Alright, you guys, I think we've determined that Dee Dee is actually a maid. Mitru doesn't need to worry about her. We don't need to worry about her. She knows what she's doing. We actually gained a lot of respect for her for what she does around the house. I feel like she just pretty much works all day and doesn't have very much time for herself. So, with that being said, it was an unusually hot day. It wasn't even August yet the forecasts were calling for temperatures in line with those normally experienced during that month. Thanks to that, even afternoon classes let out, it was still ludicrously hot. Yeah, that sounds like around that time of the year, for sure. There may have been air conditioning in the school, but unfortunately, such a thing has yet to be invented for use outside the buildings. Yeah, that would be very convenient. I don't think we can do that yet. That's some futuristic stuff right there. Is that what you guys eat in England? I've never heard of that, but we eat weird things here too. Just past noon too. We're edging up the hottest time of the day, aren't we? I'd heard somewhere before that it gets the hottest right around 2 in the afternoon. I usually found a little bit after that, but 2 is probably pretty hot as well. Which naturally would mean the temperature wouldn't be starting to drop by 3. Yes. Let's stay at school, alone together. Nothing bad could happen. Or maybe good things will happen. Maybe I need to stop being so pessimistic. Maybe great things will happen if we stay at school together. Maybe I should start looking on the bright side of things. It's only going to cool down once the sun starts setting. Besides, classes are already over, so they're going to turn the air conditioning off, right? It depends. How's the airflow in here? Well, you're not exactly wrong. We carried out conversation at a leisurely pace as we headed back to our seats. Dee Dee then pressed her cheek against her desk. Gosh, that brings me back to my school days. That was really nice, because usually the wood would be really nice and cool. Hey, quit being a sloth. She's got a point. Those little bastards are too good at finding spots to cool down. I mean, to be fair, let's think about it. Cats are covered in fur, right? Unless they're one of those ugly naked cats. I don't vibe with those, okay? I'm a cat person, but I don't mess with the ugly naked mole rat cats, okay? So anyways, back to my point. They have a ton of fur. And of course, they're gonna look for cool places to relax. It's not like they can do like an elephant or a pig where they kind of roll around in mud and things like that to cool down. I mean, can you imagine getting all that mud in your fur? It'd be an absolute disaster. So they have to find a cool place without resorting to other things. Not surprised, you're certainly acting like a house cat. While we talked, I found Dee Dee with a small desk mat. Most likely it wasn't just the heat, but also being physically drained from PE, which had gotten her like this. I don't care how much air conditioning you use, the gym at a school will always be the hottest place in the school. Does anybody else agree with me? Like, am I in the right here? I want to feel vindicated, okay? It is always the hottest place, mainly because you got a whole bunch of people working out, sweating. It just heat everywhere. Hey Dee Dee, wake up already. Homeroom's gonna be starting soon. I somehow activated Siri on my phone. Did I say Siri, guys? Did you guys hear me? I don't think I did. Anyways, distraction aside. To wake or not to wake, that is the question. Okay, don't get all philosophical on me here. Shakespeare was English, wasn't he? While trying to wake Dee Dee, I heard a troubled groan next to me. Oh, Makoto! How nice of you to join. Glancing over, I saw Makoto staring down at her cell phone with a worried expression on her face. I hate how privileged everybody in this is. We do you see the divide here? On one side of the screen, we have the working class folk. We have Dee Dee, who is our lovely maid, and just does our every need. And then on the other hand, you have the rich lady, who just has an exorbitant amount of money and has her own maids. Like, do you see the wealth gap here? Does anybody else see this? We either have very rich friends, which I would say is the majority of them, right? I think the majority of our group is super rich for some reason. And then you have Dee Dee, who is just working for fun. Who works for fun? Who does maid things for fun? A massive surplus of meat and vegetables. Wow, that's a crazy problem to have. I see. Not asking about what those circumstances were was probably the neat thing to do. This sounds like this is an excuse to get us to come to dinner. Are you asking me to come to dinner? Sounds like it. Midsummer gifts are pretty serious business after all. I've never heard of that. Never. This is a rich people thing. I don't relate. My household's usually on the receiving end of those a ton of those too, so I can definitely empathize. Poor Dee Dee. Yeah? How? In what way are you gonna help her, Dee Dee? I'm very curious to know. Dee Dee shook her head and then beat her chest. How did I know? How did I know? I didn't want to say it out loud. I didn't need to. The game is going to tell you anyways. I didn't need to even guess. I'm gonna help you eat it all. Of course you freaking are. Of course. Don't even play. Of course you are going to. Now, just a minute. What if we're just talking about like 100 pounds of food? How are you gonna eat that, Dee Dee? You're not gonna eat that. No, you're not. Hey, I'm pretty sure. Whoops. Homeroom began, but at some point during my lecture, my thoughts ended up drifting elsewhere, specifically to the discussion from earlier about eating. The discussion we literally just had. At first, Dee Dee's comment was a surprise to me, but now I was seriously starting to think she had a good idea there. Of course, I had no intentions of letting Dee Dee eat everything. But maybe if we got together a few people. As I toyed with the thought, I pulled out my smartphone and typed a message. Alright, we gotta get Misaki, we gotta get Miu, we gotta get Shuji, we gotta get Crow, who doesn't even eat food, but we're gonna make her eat anyways. I'm still pissed about that, by the way. Don't think I've forgotten that she, like, refused to eat that food she was offered. I won't ever forget that. Hey, Makoto, you free after this? About that conversation earlier, why don't we invite everyone along to a barbecue? Yeah, I know you would. I don't... Never mind. How do we know that there's enough meat for a barbecue? I guess it was vegetable... It was meat and vegetables, right? That's what she said. Okay, maybe we could do a barbecue out of that, I suppose. We need to get some rice. I mean, a rice is a Japanese staple, of course. And then we'd have a meal on our hands. We only have so many locations in this game, guys. Is it gonna be at the park? There's the flower field. There's the monorail station. There's the mall. I mean, take your pick, okay? There's no other locations than that. This world is very small. Oh, no, it wouldn't be at your house. I was thinking we could have it at the beach. Perfect. One of the other, like, 5 locations we have. Alright, let's do the beach then. That's actually a really good idea. I like the beach idea. Let's do that. Come on, even I know about your family circumstances no better than that. She probably has a beach at her house, let's be honest. So you know they're rich enough. We have a koi pond. Yeah, I don't know who everyone is either. Some stranger. So you want to know who we can invite. I could probably invite the entire class along if I was insistent enough. We should do a bonfire. That's what we should do. A bonfire. Yes, we'll do a big thing. We'll invite the whole school. It'll be great. Right, then the usual suspects should be good enough. That makes me, Didi, you, and Michiru too, I guess. Yes, thank you, Didi. That was the one good suggestion you've had today. Yeah, I was thinking we might as well invite the entire first year Three Stooges lineup. Alright, nice, Ray. Nice, I like it. He's making up names for them. Texted them about it during homeroom. They just told me they're free, so I'm gonna go ahead and tell them the details. Quite the chicken inspector. That's something I would expect Didi to say, okay? The battle, I doubt we'll be fighting. There will be fighting over everyone's share, though. Plus, last time I checked, my friends aren't childish about that stuff anyways. Your friends are all incredibly childish in their own ways. If anything, Didi would be the one to steal food from the others. The dining table is a battlefield. Alright, guys, this is your wisdom from Didi today. Just remember, every time you eat, the dining table is a battlefield. You just gotta, like, throw forks at people. Okay, don't do that. That's a bad idea. I don't condone that. Don't you mean the kitchen? You mean making food there, not eating it. Never mind. Her advice, just throw it out the window. She doesn't even know what she's talking about. Wait, has Makoto not met Miyu? Really? Can we look at Makoto for a second? Look at the way she's resting her hands on her boobs. That's how big they are. She can rest her hands on her boobs. So anyways, guys, I'm really looking forward to Makoto's route. I think it's going to be an awesome time. I think there's going to be a lot of character development, plot. I think it's really going to move the story forward. Well, the two of them got to talking about Miyu. I went aside to rope another member into the gathering. Shuji? Yes, Suji! Hey, Shuji! You wanna, come to our barbecue? What? Yeah, Shuji, you should come. You don't have any plans, right? Miyu's gonna be there. I was thinking of dropping by the bookstore. I can cancel that. Ah, yes, your big plans. I'm so sorry to inconvenience you. He was gonna go to Barnes and Noble, and now he has to you know, go to our barbecue, which is way more fun. Okay, you're asking way too many questions. Just be there, okay? It's gonna be at the beach. There's only one beach in this game. It's not hard to get there. Could happen to get a whole bunch of ingredients by chance. And to answer your questions later on at the beach, just a few others will go Dutch on it. Can we look at him real quick? This guy looks like a scared schoolgirl. It's like, oh, Miyu's gonna be there. I don't know if I can come. Just, you know, we have a history. Like, get out of here, my guy. Shuji slightly scratched his cheek. Don't get your hopes up with those two juniors, buddy. Buddy. Hey, you're one to talk, buddy. Both sides already come to terms over that issue, but it'd probably be a good chance for my close friend to deal with it better. That reminds me, there's gonna be another junior there. Misaki Ando's her name. Yes. We had a whole route dedicated to her, and you were in it. Seemed to know about her family, but there was no need to push that topic any further. Cause why not? You ask way too many questions, Shuji. You're making this game way longer than it needs to be. This game would be like 2 hours if Shuji didn't ask stupid questions. Like, who cares why it's at the beach? The beach is a fun place, and there's free food. Why are you complaining? Anyways, I'm getting mad. Getting ranty about him being so questioning things.
DD が暑がってるからとか、山水の家だとゆっくりできないからとか。
Why does there have to be an excuse to go to the beach? This guy, sharp as ever. Well, I can't exactly deny that had something to do with it. But the biggest reason is just be more fun that way. Shuji, you're making me lose my voice, raising it all the time. It's going out on me. Yeah, that wasn't an exaggeration either. Because I figured it'd be more fun to play around with DD and the others. And also because I knew that DD was busy with her maidly duties. She seemed to be quite comfortable with them, but there were plenty of other fun things for her to do. Right, I wanted to see DD having fun, being happy, enjoying herself. We just saw that the other day. I mean, even when we were inspecting her in her maid duties, she was having fun with it, I think. I think she was having a good time. And then the day before that, we went to DDR. You know, we went to Dorothy Davenport Revolution. That was fun. I really liked that episode. That was a really fun one. I'm gonna go talk with the juniors to see if they're in. What are you, my boyfriend? No! Could you think of stuff we'll need to prep for the barbecue? I'll consider it. Let's just consider making him do everything. Exited the classroom, moving my way through the crowds of students on their way home, and headed for the first floor. Sounds like a good water break. Stay hydrated, guys. I have to drink water, because this game makes me talk so much. Because it's like, I have to commentate everything that's happening. I wish I was as good of a commentator as the guy in frick, what is that show? Love is War. Yeah, that one. That's a good show. Not a cool announcer like that guy. Alright, seemed like I didn't have to go far. Seeing the three of them there already waiting there for me, I came up to them. Hey, ladies. Oh, hey. Did I keep you guys waiting? That's what everyone says. Don't lie to me. Hey, yeah, actually, I'm with her here. This isn't your route, okay? Know your privilege. Know your place. What if this game is just one big Michiru route? What if there is no other routes? Like it says, like, oh, we're in the Miu route, or we're in the Misaki route, but we're actually always in the Michiru route. This whole game is ChronoClock. Could you please try not to pull anything that'll get the rumor mill around here feel they don't need? No. I wish it was that simple. Hey, I didn't start this. My hands are clean. I quickly put a stop to Misaki's sulking and Michiru's inability to read the air. Well, she can't see, so she's not going to look at it. I don't know how she's supposed to read air. I don't think I could read air. I mean, that's just not something you can. I mean, is there a visual novel for air? I mean, there kind of is, right? There's one for canon, and there's one for Clanad. There should be one for air, right? Anyways, after I managed to make that into the stupidest segue into another visual novel, we're going to continue on with the story here. Then I turned my attention to Miu, who hadn't said anything yet and seemed somewhat anxious as well. So I take it all three of you will be joining us. Don't have any plans for today, but will Shuji be there? Dun dun dun. Why are we splitting a bill? We got all this food that's extra for free. He spoke up as if to cut Miu off. See how it is. Miu must be worried about the cost then. We're not really sure about that yet, but I had a little bit of an idea about it myself. We literally are like a few of the richest families here. We literally have freaking Makoto's family. We have Misaki's family, who I think is reasonably rich. We have our family's reasonably rich. We can't pay for it all? We're gonna charge poor Miu? For shame. Freaking rich people. This is how you stay rich, guys. I'd like to have Miu prep the food for us. Yeah, you're probably the most adept at everyone among that. Like, good job, Miu. You did so good during our home economics class. You know, that's a real shining example of good cooking there.
この前は独身の先生が泣いてたもんね。
I mean, she's single. That's not hard to make them cry, okay? Single people cry at any mention of a relationship that they don't have.
あれはみんなが手伝ってくれたからだよ。
Am I being mean by saying that? Because I'm married. I don't have to worry about being single, you know? I have someone with me every day. But, I don't know. Am I privileged now? Am I privileged for saying that?
それに自分の分は失敗しちゃったし。
Your own portion. I mean, your boobs, they're still growing.
あれ、なんでみーちゃんのだけ失敗したのか謎だよね。
I don't know. I mean, she's still growing. You know, just give her a chance, guys, okay? Just because y'all all have big boobs doesn't mean you need to gang up on her like this.
私がもらった分はとても美味しかったのですが。
I mean, you do have big boobs. They are pretty. I don't know if I'd use the word delicious, but they're big. I think it must have been quite an interesting class, but never mind that. So how about it? If you're all right with that, and then in return we'll let your food be on the house.
免除ですか？あ、そんな、私だけ特別扱いは。
You're gonna have the toughest job, so it's the least we can do. We're literally providing free food, and we're charging people. Seeing that there's gonna be some who plan on gorging themselves, so it'll be quite a lot to prep.
それ、作るばっかりで食べる暇ないんじゃないの？
I do plan on giving Miyu some time to eat, too. Some of the food only needs to be grilled anyway, so there's no need to worry about
そ
that.
れにしても忙しそうだけどね。
That's why I'll let hers be on the house. Hey, I'm making it sound like she's already agreed to it, aren't I? Anyways, that's how it is, but what do you think, Miyu?
そういうことでしたら。
Alright, I'll take it. Don't even finish that sentence. Anyways, Miyu clenched her fists and struck a victory pose.
その、皆さんのお口に合うかどうかわかりませんけど。
I wonder what her victory pose was. Was it a JoJo reference? And yet, her confidence ended up crumbling midway. In any case, Miyu seemed to have more positivity in her than before.
みゆさんの料理が合わない人はいないと思いますよ。うんうん。みーちゃんが頑張ったらお金が取れるレベルだもんね。
Are we still talking about cooking?
そんなことは。
I see. Well, I guess I'll have to jack up the prices for everyone else's food
む
then.
しろ食材を追加してメニューを増やしてもらおうかしら。
Is Ray a capitalist? Is that what's going on here? Is that why his family's so rich? He's like, I'm gonna charge everyone for this free food that we're trying to get rid of. Isn't that what we just talked about? It wasn't she had extra food she was trying to get rid of. Why are we charging people? Every time I think about it, I get mad. I'm like, why? I don't know. Am I missing something here? Am I the dumb one? Or am I right? Okay, you guys let me know. Let me know. I'll know anybody who's defending them is probably rich, okay? That's how we'll know, guys. We'll pick out the comments. We'll be like, oh, you know, they're just charging so everyone feels equal. That's the rich person in the comments right there. I like how we're expanding the scope. We're trying to get rid of food, and now we're like, you know what? Let's add more food. Why not?
そうと決まれば帰る準備をしなくてはいけませんね。
I'm sure you do. Are you gonna put on something nice?
兄様、また後で。
Let's see. How many outfits does Mitra own? 3? There's a school uniform. There's a yukata. I think she had a more casual outfit that she wears sometimes. Don't get to see her in that too often. It's mostly school uniforms because that's what all these games are. They're all school uniforms. Don't ever get any variety here. Yeah, no need to rush.
あ、レイ先輩、ありがとうございました。
I don't think I did anything. I'm literally just trying to charge all my friends money for food we already had. So don't worry about it. Thanks for taking this on for me. I'm looking forward to your cooking.
視力を尽かします。
You know, we're capitalists. I don't care if you die. You know, long as you do your job. If you're not doing your job, you're not useful to me. You know? Capitalism. I almost felt bad setting this up when I saw how motivated she was, though I figured Mia would be more willing anyways. Misaki and Michiru just ended up spurring her on.
よしよし
Oh, Misaki, you want some time with me? Okay. Unlike the other two, Misaki nodded her head in satisfaction as she walked over to me. Then she slightly elbowed me in the arm. Yeah, smooth. Good job. You made it seem like she was getting a good deal, charging her for food that we already had paid for. You know, that was nice. And you got her to cook it for us. Good job, Ray. Good job. Same to you.
私はみーちゃんが一緒の方が楽しいと思ったからよ。先輩の察しの良さにはちょっと驚いたけどね。
Okay, I'll let that one slide, because your route was pretty good. I liked your ending. Well, I had the same idea too. The more the merrier, after all. Besides, if we're gonna go through all this trouble, we might as well put a lot of effort into the food. Alright, I want to see how this is gonna go here. Gathering at the school gate, we made introductions between everyone who had previously known each other. And after that was finished, we split up the necessary equipment. And then, and only then, once everyone had swung by home to change clothes, we all came here.
大きな鉄板
They're actually wearing casual clothes! Yay! We don't get to see that too often. I mean, I've seen all these outfits before, but it's just very rare. What a huge iron plate.
よくこんなサイズのがありましたね。
I don't know. I was born with it.
見つけた時は私も驚いちゃった。
Hey, that's okay. When Makoto arrived, she hadn't brought just the ingredients, but also an iron plate and steel mesh to use for cooking. But then the problem was how big they were.
これって縁日で見かけるサイズだよな。
Hold up, what the hell is this? What the hell is this? Okay, we have Shuji in casual clothes. We've seen that before, that's not new. But what the hell is she wearing? I love it. I love it so much. Why is it so good? I don't know about the hat. The hat's like the questionable thing here. Would you guys agree? I think without the hat it would be better. Maybe like a bow? I think a bow would be really good. A bow. But I'm like, wow, okay. I like the style here. I really, really do. I think this is great. This looks like something Makoto would wear, and I think that's why it's great, because it's on DD. Okay, I really like this outfit. Anyways.
縁日ってフェスティバルみたいなものですよね。
Yeah, I don't know if I vibe with the hat. I think the hat just... not feeling it, you know? Anyways.
それはニュアンスが違わねえか。
そうですね。むしろカーニバルに近いというか。神社の催し事に出る露店のことですね。
Whilst everyone was chatting excitedly, Makoto was sitting off to the side in a cold sweat. I suppose her folks would have wanted her to pull out all the stops when it comes to an event like this. Makoto.
あ、レイ君。
Makoto, I've been meaning to tell you. I'm madly in love with you, and I want to just jump into your route right now. Sorry about all that, making you deal with the ingredients and the cookware too.
気にしないで。私から言い出したことだもん。助けられるのに手を貸さないのは私の性分じゃないからね。
True. Plus, this saves us a lot of trouble. I initially planned to bring the camping set I knew we had stored away in my home cellar, but for the quantity of food and the number of participants, it wouldn't have been enough. She couldn't let that go. Okay. We're just gonna pretend that sentence didn't exist. Anyways, but I suppose there's a chance they might find out about your family, right?
さすがにこれだけで知られるとは思わないけど。困った時はレイ君が助けてくれるんでしょ?
You know, little hair never stopped anybody. I'll do whatever I can.
愛してるよ。
I answered her truthfully, but I had a feeling that Makoto wouldn't ask for help even if she needed it. I guess people probably wouldn't assume that she has money. I mean, I don't know. If I saw somebody wearing this outfit, I'd be like, oh yeah, you probably have some money, because that's not something you would see here. But she seemed like the type who insists on resolving her own problems herself. Yes, that's me, Ray. As I was speaking when Makoto Didi ran over to me, bursting with elation. I think it's a little early, but are you raring to eat already? I'm perpetually peckish, lad. I love sentences like that. I love when she says things like that. I think I know what's going on with the hat. The hat makes her look like a cook. She looks like she's a cook right now because of the hat. If she wasn't wearing the hat, you know what she would look like? She would look like an idol. She kind of looks like that chick from Xenoblade. You guys know what I'm talking about? I think she's technically a sword. Is that what it is? I've never played Xenoblade. I don't know. I just know there's the red chick that wears clothes that really don't fit her, and then there's like her like alternative personality is blonde. She kind of looks like her a little bit. Yeah, if you guys have played Xenoblade, you probably know. Or you're gonna be like, Justin, she doesn't look anything like her. You're so weird for making that comparison. Okay, I don't know. It's my opinion. Let me have it, okay? Hunger's the best kind of spice. Gosh, I was just talking about that with my wife last night. Like we went out and had a little bit of a date together, and we were talking about how like when you're hungry, food tastes the best. Like you'll go to a place and you'll be like, this is the most amazing food I've ever had, because you're so freaking starving. Like you literally need anything, and you'll say anything is the most delicious thing you've ever had. But I genuinely like the food there. It was genuinely one of the best meals I had had in a while. I was also very hungry, so I don't know if it's just because I was hungry, but it was really good. With the way you're saying that, it makes it sound like you're being starved at home. Yeah, she stuffs that gob. She just puts everything in there. Ah, good point. Yeah, I think that would be the first, I forgot the word. That would be the first thing you would do on a list of things to do. What is that saying called? I totally blanked. I just sat there like an idiot, and I'm like, I don't know. It's the first in our mode of operations? I don't know. We're just gonna move on before I make a fool of myself even further. I'm sure I'll have plenty of time to do that throughout the video. Sure, the two of them can go enjoy yourselves in the meantime. Nah, don't worry about it. You've been practically sponsored the entire outing, haven't you, Makoto? Besides, Didi, you're just not used to the heat, so you should take your time and rest. Yeah, I mean, you literally, like, just work for fun. Like, you can enjoy yourself at the beach, okay, man? Didi, you don't have to be a maid here. Heavy lifting is where the guys come in. Don't you agree, Shuji? Shuji's just over there flexing. He's just doing all those JoJo poses. Yeah, Shuji. I know I'm right. I know. I already know. Didi, what are you planning with Makoto? I need Makoto. You can't take Makoto. Makoto is next, okay? You can't steal her from me. Not allowed. Can you imagine if they had like a cuck route in this game? Would be terrible. I've started to see a lot more movies like that lately. I think they're coming more into the mainstream as people are getting more accepting of that kind of thing. I've definitely seen a lot more stories like that now. Yeah, that's also true too.
へえ、そういうアニメもあるんだ。
Two of them kept chattering as they walked towards the shoreline. How romantic. Shuji, don't get any ideas. Don't give me that look. We're not gonna walk off into the sunset together, okay? Don't. No, don't. No.
さっさと済ませるか。
We nodded to each other and got to work. It seemed like Makoto had already explained things to the other girls, so they began to relax in their own ways. The three first years struck up a conversation. Of course, I couldn't hear what they were saying, but I could definitely see how they were. Didi and Makoto's shoes lay on the beach a little ways as well, having been left there by their owners. We're literally watching these two to get together. Behind our backs. I don't like this. Dang, we have to see her whole sprite here, though. Her hair is, very wavy. I'm guessing it's wet. It looks kind of like it got wet. I don't know, then, you know, Makoto's over here just dry as a log. They're both happily playing around in the ocean barefoot. It really did seem like something out of the movies, even if DD's dialogue would have been out of place. Hey, Shuji.
あ、なんだよ。
Placing the heavy iron plate on top of his foundation, I let out a sigh. Ah. That's just how I imagine he sighs. Girls frolicking barefoot in the waves certainly makes for nice eye
そ
candy.
れが目的だったのかよ。
Yes, of course! Suji, you need to think smarter, okay? You gotta plan these things out. It's more like a side benefit. This whole do's been planned with good intentions from the
じゃ
start.
あ DD にいいところ見せたかったとか？
Show off what? I already showed off something, big earlier, supposedly.
欲望に忠実なやつだな。
Hey, I didn't admit nothing? Okay. You're the one making it that way. There's no other guys here besides us, right? I can't exactly come right out and tell the
違
others.
いない。
Chuji, I think you're the one with the dirty mind here, not me. I have never made anything in this video dirty, okay? I'm a saint. I'm clean. You know, just pure thoughts in this mind for sure. Perhaps thanks to our dumb conversation, we finished the initial setup without very much hassle. It seemed like Shuji was planning to sit around and read. I hate the English language so much. I hate it so much. You could read that as so many different things. Read. Sit around and read while he waited, so I left him in charge. You have to use context, guys. Context with English language. In the meantime, I took off my shoes and rolled up the legs of my pants. Taking a note from Didi and Makoto's example, I ran towards the water's edge. Ah, shit. Hot, hot, hot. I had a little bit of regret about taking my shoes off too early. Standing on my tippy toes, I ran as fast as I could towards the water.
わー、素敵なウォーキングですね。
You know what I just realized? I don't say tiptoes. I say tippy toes. That must be something from my childhood. I didn't even like think about it. I just read it as tippy toes. That's awkward. Haven't you got quite the wonderful stride? Yes, I do. Thank you for noticing. Pretty sure tiptoeing is the opposite of a stride.
忍術でござりますか？
Yes, thank you for noticing. I actually am a ninja. I'm gonna use my ninjutsu. Believe it. No, no, no. They actually made a Naruto reference. I was gonna make a Naruto reference, and they did it before I could. I've been got, guys. I've been got. I can't believe they actually made a Naruto reference in this game. This game got better. It went from mid because Michiru's always trying to make the routes about her to just great. I think it's gonna be so good once we get to the end here. I mean, we're gonna have Makoto's route. We're gonna have freaking Crow's route. It's gonna be so good. And they made a Naruto reference. I'm just waiting for more JoJo references. At the moment, my feet went up to my ankles were enveloped in quite a lovely chill. Much better. Now that I can finally relax, I looked up and saw Makoto smirking at me. Something on your
い
mind?
や、レイ君が DD さんと同じことしてるなぁと思って。
What do you mean? What do you mean by that? Same thing. So you mean she ended up running through the sand the same way I did? Considering how I followed their example of running into the waves, I guess they would have experienced the same thing as well.
思わずタップダンスをしてしまいました。
Apparently I did tap dancing when I was younger. I vaguely remember it. I think I was like 4 or 5, somewhere in there. I was pretty young. I just can't believe I did that. You know, I was one of 2 guys who did it. I think, yeah, that was tap dancing. I think there was one other dude. Or was that gymnastics? I also did gymnastics. I did a lot of things when I was younger, and you know what? I didn't do any of them when I got older. I tried so many things and committed to nothing. And I amounted to nothing. Just find something you guys are passionate about. Stick to it, okay? Just do everything you can to stick to that one thing. Long as it's healthy and it's not illegal. And preferably not video games. Video games are good in moderation, okay? That's my word of advice for you today.
あれはすごかったね。思わず拍手しちゃった。そういう誠さんは熱そうじゃありませんでしたね。
Yeah, it's because she's the dragon, you know? I'm sorry, I've been watching Game of Thrones. I'm very late to this, I know. I just started watching Game of Thrones with my wife. We just got to season 2. We binged the first one in like less than a week. Mainly because I was sick and had nothing else to do. Yeah, I got sick again, by the way. I feel like, because I've been spacing these videos out, you probably hear, oh yeah, I've been sick, I just got better, I recorded a video, and then I get sick again. Yeah, and it's a different thing each time. It's not like I'm getting a reoccurring sickness. It's like, oh, this week, my stomach wanted to rip itself out, okay? That's what's happened to me the past few days. And then freaking, before that, I had, I don't know, the flu? I went from like the flu to like a stomach flu. I hate my immune system. I probably have some kind of autoimmune disease I don't know about because it runs in my family. Like we have, what do we have? Like quite a few things. I'm pretty sure I have something too because I get sick quite often. Anyways. Deal a finishing blow. Bet Ray would like the finishing blow. Listen to Didi and Makoto's conversation somewhat absent-mindedly, throwing an interjection in the mix here and there. Sand beneath my feet flowed back and forth in tandem with the waves. The intense sunlight and the cool ocean water made for quite a pleasant combination. I just want to take a drink of water, and it keeps going. I feel like just relaxing on an inflatable boat or something. It might be a bit too early to swim, but being carried around by the waves like that would be a perfect way to chillax. Hang loose. Hell yeah. Okay, Crow. Crow's joining the party. Let's freaking go. I said I just felt like it, besides being on one of those things by... Wait, what? I know, we have all the girls here. It's like we've assembled all the Avengers. Crow, what are you doing here? While responding to her, I turned my back a bit on Makoto and Didi to put some distance between me and them. She didn't even know where we were. She just so happened to come across us. Alright, fair enough. You're more than welcome to come to the barbecue, even though you won't freaking eat anything. Free spirited as always, are we? Hey, this is Ray's visual novel, okay? This is focused on him. He's the main protagonist. He's the one that, you know, gets to experience all the nice things about it. He gets all the girls, okay? Let him have his time. Well, I'm not a fish, and I'm technically in the water right now. You saw all that. Okay, maybe strange to you, but I'll have you know she's a pretty good dancer. She actually is very good at DBR. No, I didn't, though we did just mention you. Wonder how Didi knew we were over here. Did she see Crow and just happen to come over, or did she, feel like someone was talking about her because she sneezed? Totally missed it, though. Well, anyways, where's Makoto?
私がご主人様のところへ行くと言ったら飲み物を取ってくると言いました。
Well, she being considerate.
黒さんともお話ししたかったのでナイスなタイミングですね。
Yeah, since she's tagged along, I wouldn't have been able to talk with her myself. Looking off to the distance, I saw Makoto and the others looking in our direction and talking amongst themselves. Surely we were giving them ample material for being jested.
ところで黒さんはいつも着物ですけどあっち来ないのですか？
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna get to see Crow in any other outfits until we get to her route, which is a darn shame, to say the least.
あいにくと暑さ寒さとは無縁なものでな。
Just looking at you is making me burn up. No, your shoulders and legs are exposed, so I guess it's refreshing.
セクシーですよね。
You know, Didi, some people might say it is.
子供にはない魅力に溢れているだろう。
Okay, that makes you sound extremely childish when you say it like that. You did seem like very adult and stuff before, but now you just look extremely childish.
イエス。黒さんは魅力でいっぱいですね。外見はとってもキュートですけど、着物とトークはアダルトですし。
I like how Didi is just hyping her up right now.
それは褒めておるのか。
That it was.
ますよ。そうかそうか。
Alright, I feel like I keep hearing something behind me, and I'm like, who's that behind me? I'm like, it's my cat. Is it back here sleeping? I don't see her. Didi was certainly complimenting her, pure and simple. I had a feeling Didi just insinuated that Crow's like one of those lolly characters whose actual age is older than anyone's grandma. Yeah, I mean, I think that perfectly describes it. I mean, you think of the Monogatari series. They have that, like, vampire lolly girl.
横島な視線を感じるな。
Not at all. I'm thinking you're just
ご主人
imagining
の態度で
things.
気のせいではないと確信したぞ。
Master, there's no room for imagination here.
忠告してやろうと思ったが、まあ天罰と思って受け入れろ。
What if we stop imagining? We just get to it. Let's jump onto your route. Let's just skip Makoto's route, too. I really am looking forward to probably Crow's and Miyu's the most. I know Miyu's, y'all said, is a little bit different, but we'll have to see. I want to know in what ways it's different. What was that supposed to mean? The moment I turned my head. What the? My world turned upside down. I was looking. It was like someone suddenly shoved me on the back, and holy shit, it's cold. The hell was that? Before I realized I was on all fours in the sand, my bangs were soaked and dripping wet.
水も滴るような色男だな。
What? Did she just push us? Really be a try one, thanks. So all things considered, I'm presuming you just decided not to tell me about that big ass wave that just
そ
hit
う
me.
いうことだ。
Freaking sneaker waves. I was told about those when I was a kid. They said never turn your back to the ocean. Well, I didn't particularly mind the divine retribution coming away, but there's also the matter of Didi being here with me.
今のは何ですか？
Oh, thank goodness. I was really expecting some kind of very inappropriate thing here. Thankfully, you can't see much, so that's good. Are you okay? When I turned my head, I saw a cute girl also dripping wet before my eyes. That was like a good Friday night to me. Her clothes are gone quite transparent now, or rather you could see right through them. Being able to see this was a stroke of good fortune, but yeah, I guess I'll just take out my pocket watch and... Oh, not there. Now that I think about it, when I was about to head to the water, I left with everyone else's belongings, along with my wallet and cell phone to keep them from getting wet.
ここからアンノーンに奇襲されてマジびっくりしました。
Bugger me, what a shock! I love the way she says that. But honestly, even if we had our pocket watch, we couldn't break it on the sand.
高波というやつだ。海がこんなに恐ろしいとは。海で泳いだことはなかったのか？プール以外で泳いだことはありません。
Never gone to like a lake or anything? Never gone to a lake or... I'm trying to think of some other places. Wait, not even Blackpool. Still, English summers are colder, so maybe people there aren't as big on the idea of swimming in the ocean. Well, where I grew up, the ocean was freezing cold. Like, I remember coming out of the water one time because I was getting so numb from it being so cold, like my legs were turning purple. Like, that's how freaking cold it was. Freaking ocean, man.
ますね。
Nezumi means mouse. Don't you mean a drowned rat, you and your way of talking, eh? Besides, you ought to speak for yourself.
確かにビションビションですね。
I'm just glad it's not too inappropriate. This would have been a scene that they would have made a big deal out of. Guess you have it worse with that long hair of yours. We'd both been forced down onto the sandy beach, but I was still better off. My hair and clothes would probably be dry by sunset, but with Dee Dee's long hair, it wouldn't be that easy for her.
ご主人様もなかなかにセクシーですね。
Oh, okay. There's other people around here, Dee Dee. We can't do nothing, okay? Stop flirting.
透けた服が肌に張り付いてます。
Another weird thing to point out.
それを言うなら、お主もだぞ。What?
What? Crow exclaimed while floating above us, her hair perfectly dry and fluffy.
ご主人と同じように、お主の服も透けておるぞ。
She doesn't know. She doesn't know. She said it. Well, it's not like I'm upset that I'm not able to look any longer. If I pointed out right now, given the circumstances, it certainly would be quite troublesome. Yeah, I put my finger at Dee Dee, slowly leading it downwards. Dee Dee followed the direction of my finger with her own gaze, and her slip was showing, blatantly so, and at that. And since her clothes were white, her bra was also showing. Wow, what a dick.
ご主人としては眼福だったようだな。
Can't deny that, but I can't agree with her either. No, don't apologize. Just get off the topic.
そんな、私も眼福です。
Oh, okay, Dee Dee. Okay, we can flirt a little bit. That's
そ
okay.
れと、ディディ、なんでございましょうか。
Yes, sir, ma'am. What is it? What?
足を閉じた方がいいぞ。ご主人から丸見えだ。騒がしいやつだな。
What a rowdy girl.
我が輩は関係なかろう。
You have everything to do with this.
余計なことをしたわけではなく、何もしなかっただけだからね。
You distracted us. That is interfering, is it not? Well, I guess
と
so.
いうより、問題から目をそらすな。
She's right, you know. So as far as problems go, it wasn't the worst thing in the world from my point of view. The problem was, how am I supposed to deal with this cute girl before my eyes right now? After all, the sight of Dee Dee with her eyes upturned and her cheeks flushed was, you know.
見ましたよね。
Yeah, we're playing this game. Did you see my panties? I hate this cliche. I absolutely do. All things considered, I certainly can't come out and say that I didn't. With her legs closed, she rubbed her knees together in dejection. The gesture of hers was ever so cute and slightly provocative. Get your mind out of the gutter. Couldn't see her underwear now, but her current pose was even more attractive to the eye. Perhaps it was because, even though I couldn't see, I already knew what was inside of them. It was because I didn't know the true details I could let my imagination. No, get your mind out of the gutter, man.
ご主人様。
Yeah, can we save this for your guys' little after story thing that I'm not gonna be playing? Damn it, my voice cracked there.
変じゃありませんでしたか。
I hate when I'm trying to be an adult, which I try to do, like, sometimes because I am one. I hate when my voice cracks because my voice still does crack quite often. It's the worst. I absolutely hate it. It's very embarrassing when you're an adult and your voice cracks, like you're in puberty.
いえいえ、なんでもありませんですのことよ。
I'm pretty sure that's something, though. I believe she asked me if it looked weird or not. So sudden I didn't really see it well, I guess.
ですか。
Yeah, don't worry. We didn't see anything. I just saw everything. But still, sorry. I know it was an accident, but I still
そ
saw.
の通りですよ。ちょっとしたアクシデントですし。
Yeah, accident.
むしろラッキースケベですから不可抗力ですね。
An act of God. God allowed me to see things I shouldn't be seeing, huh? I don't know about that one?
私もご主人様の肌を見ちゃいましたので、
Ah, yes, because that makes it fair.
こ
Okay.
こは 山分けといきましょう。
Totally, yeah. Treasure, don't you mean trauma?
そうとも言いますね。
Can we look at this woman real quick? Is this a woman of a dirty mind right here? I feel like she's got a very dirty mind. She's like, oh, don't worry about it. You got to see some of me, but I got to see some of you. Dee Dee wants us. She's thirsty. You got all this water by you and you're still thirsty. I mean, to be fair, you can't really just drink straight ocean water. That'll dehydrate you, but it certainly was treasure for me. Yeah, it's time to file that little site away in the old memory bank. That moment immediately after I tasted that little piece of manly adventure. Uh-oh. What's wrong? As it came out of nowhere, I just stood on the spot in confusion. Dee winced her left eye shut and stifled herself as if she was trying to hold something back. I'd seen it like this before, right? It was at the time in the arcade when we went and played that dancing game together.
大丈夫です。ちょっと海のオーダーが口に入ってしまって。
Oh, I see. So that was it.
デリ塩辛いですね。
I don't know though. It seemed they pointed out back when she had the thing going on at the arcade. Does she have like some condition? Is she dying? Don't tell me Dee Dee's dying. If Dee Dee dies, I quit this game. I don't want that kind of ending. Does Dee Dee have some kind of medical condition I don't know about? Are we gonna see something coming up here soon? She always plays it off. She played it off last time. She played it off this time. So clearly there's something more going on here. I'm just trying to think of what the connection would be. Maybe she's like exerting herself too much. I don't know, because she did the DDR just fine even after she was like pretty exhausted. Like she went another round and did more. I'm trying to think of what it could be. Okay. After being scared like that, my sense of relief was much stronger now.
楽しくてはしゃぎすぎました。なるほどな。
What do you see, Crow? Tell me right now, what do you see? I heard a rather strange remark from Crow, but right now, DD, I'm unfolded. No! No! Don't do this to me! I hate when they do that. I hate when they like start going into something and then they get cut off. Oh, no. If it's caught in your throat, do you want me to rub your back? No! Oh, I'm so pissed. Crow sees it. Crow noticed something was going on too. I noticed something was going on. Well, what is it? Something from behind me. I felt a tap on my shoulder. This is a very interesting array of looks. We got Misaki being Misaki, which I like. Mitsu's just kind of always happy and oblivious. Makoto looks very innocent here. Miyu clearly is very flustered. And then, I don't know, Crow's not acting like it's something big here, I guess. Maybe she just said, I see, like, oh, she likes you or something? I don't know.
レイ君、女の子の恥ずかしいところをじっと見るのはどうかと思うよ。
I wasn't gawking at anything. Do you think that way of wording is kind of misleading, perhaps? Yeah, it's fake news. It's false advertising, guys. Nothing, man. Absolutely nothing.
情けないな。
Ah, screw off. This guy takes the fall in situations like these.
先輩ってやっぱりエッチよね。
What? I don't want to hear that from you, okay?
まあ、兄様に限らず、男性はみんなそうですが。
We're talking about me, though.
しかし兄様、女性の裸に興味がある
No,
のでしたら、
we're gonna cut you off right now.
ややこしくするんじゃないわよ。
I agree. I agree.
っていうか先輩も気を利かせてみないようにとか思わないわけ？
It all happened so subtly. I was just bewildered. I just kind of blanked out there. I was just staring.
その割には至近距離からまじまじと見てたよね。小さい胸が好きなわけ？
You know, breast full sizes are best, okay?
見るだけで満足なのですか？
Stop trying to make things like that in that direction. Yeah, I like how Misaki is shaming us for doing it, and then Michiru is like, why are you looking at hers? I got better breasts than her. That would be a catch-22 if I tried to get things back on track anyways. How can I break out of this situation? The watch, maybe. Nah, it's back there if everyone else is blowing that, so that's a no-go. I guess there wouldn't be any point regardless. Well, anyways. Must deeply apologize for all of that. I bowed my head deeply, making sure not to look in Dee Dee's direction.
って言ってるけど DD さんいやまあご主人様が私をエッチな気持ちで見てはいたでしょうし触ろうとしていたことも事実ですが
No, 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 no. What? You just made that so much worse. What is a page 3 girl? What do you mean I touched you? What? Dee Dee was trying to defend me, but it felt more like my grave was getting dug in here in the sand. The grave would probably be on the same scale as the Great Pyramids. Not only that, she was being so directly truthful that I didn't even have to say.
弁解したいことはある
Shuji told me to do it. I guess my feelings were like 70% ulterior motives and the other 30% being a perfectly good conscience. Oh? I was grabbed tightly by the shoulder.
レイ君
Oh, frick, we got the yandere ending. This is where it ends. This is the end of Dee Dee's route. Somehow I could see Dee Dee and everyone else underneath me. Alright, Makoto had thrown me into there. Whoa, my body felt like it was floating. This must have been during the time that elapsed between my ascent and my descent. Ah, what a feeling this is. I'm the king of the world. But alas, theory and actual experience were totally different matters. I only ended up hearing this from Dee Dee afterwards, but apparently I'd drawn a perfectly parabolic arc after being thrown. Must have been flown like 25 meters. Do you guys know? Is it a meter a foot? That's like 75 feet. Can't even run that fast. And I didn't feel myself hitting the water either. What a strange technique indeed. I'm pretty sure she just killed us. That was our final moments, and we're now dead. They're just gonna act like nothing happened. That was quite a surprise.
珍しい経験をしたな
Yeah, considering you're the only person I see now, we're both spirits. Finding my way up to the water's surface and catching my breath, Crow was there to greet me. I guess ever since I got my hands on the watch, I've been constantly having experiences like this.
男女のまぐわいは未経験だがの
You know, I'm actually appreciative of that, because I don't have to cut anything out. Except for Michiru's route, I did. That was quite interesting.
誰を相手に選ぶとしても早めにことを済ませることを勧めるぞ人間の時間は有限だからな
You know, you're right. I should live every day to the fullest. I'll worry about that myself, thanks. Brushing up Crow's unsolicited advice, I pulled my soaked shirt off of me. Thinking care not to wrinkle it, I wrung it out to help it dry faster. I could only do something this brazen at the beach, after all. But then again, I'd only gotten into this mess because this was the beach. By the way, where's everyone else?
ミチルはお主の体を拭く準備をしておったな
Oh, that's nice of her. Good to hear, but I'm surprised to hear she brought a towel
私
along.
の体をタオルにとか言っておったぞ美咲と美優が止めたが
Yeah, that's something she would say. Guess I'll have to thank them later. Now, not just for my sake, but Michiru's as well, I certainly wouldn't want her to get wet, if you catch my drift. Did you really just say that? I didn't say anything, he said that, okay?
城之内誠は向こうで荷物を見ておる修二とやらも同じだな
Oh. Just gonna get a big stretch there because I have to deal with freaking Michiru. What about Dee Dee? They could have just left her that way, right?
心配は無用だ着替えを持参していたらしいからな
Oh, that's nice. Oh, isn't she quite the prepared one? As that thought crossed my mind, I felt a towel suddenly being draped over my
万
shoulders.
一のことを考えるのもメイドの役目ですからね
Yeah, I didn't need to guess what her other outfit was. There's only one other outfit she would have put on. Well, at least she's changed clothes. I didn't want to cause a fuss, so I just asked the first question that came to my mind. Did you really have to change in your maid outfit? Well, duh. Of course she brought that. She brought it everywhere she goes.
これが私の最強装備です
Your strongest equipment, huh? I can certainly tell you're all worked up now. This reminds me, she brought this get up to the arcade the other day too. Does she actually lug that thing around with her every time she goes out?
それにですねご主人様これから料理をするんですよ
And to answer your question, Ray, yes, she does drag this everywhere she goes.
なので私がメイド服になるのもおかしなことではありません
Whatever you say. I see. I guess it'd be like her work uniform. And cooking would be a little dangerous, what with all the flames and oil around, which would leave my half-naked ass out of the
お
equation.
料理は私たちガールズでやりますから、ノープロブレムです。ご主人様は風邪をひかないように、頭や服を乾かしておいてください。
I mean, didn't they say it was really hot out? I mean, we should be okay. Well, I suppose I can take you up on that. I wiped my hair dry with the towel Dee handed me. It's the same one I use at home, too. She must have brought it along.
誠さんも投げちゃったお詫びに頑張ると言ってました。
Okay. Yeah, that makes everything... I feel a lot better, okay? It's not really something she has to apologize for, though. Like, she was trying not to sully the mood, she took action instead.
そんな感じです。
Just casually threw us 75 feet.
なので、私も誠さんも怒ってませんからね。
I can figure that much out. The only lasting damage I had was the surprise of being thrown that far. Plus, I was totally soaked, but that was hardly anything new. But Dee, it's alright if you want to take a rest, you know?
私ですか？
The way she tilted her head slightly was just adorable. I know, you don't have to do everything for your capitalist overlords, okay? I know we were charging everyone for this meal for some reason. I could see that her hair was still wet. Well, you're not at home right now, so you don't have to keep doing your maid
私の
work.
ことなら Don't worry ですよ。水を浴びたらリフレッシュできましたから。
Well, good. I'm glad one of us found it refreshing. I didn't really particularly enjoy being, you know, thrown in the water. Dee hopped up and down a bit as if she was emphasizing her energy. She certainly looked well enough. I just don't want you to tire yourself out or anything. Besides, the entire reason I invited you along was so I could have a chance to relax.
そうだったんですか？
Yeah, ever since you got here, all you've done is made stuff, right? And the heat today had you all tummy tuckered out. Okay, I've never heard anybody say that before. These are new English words to me, tummy tuckered. Came up with all this to repay you for your service.
そんなシークレットな事情があったとは。
Well, I wouldn't really call it a secret myself. I just wanted you to rest and relax without having to be conscious of anything. And on top of that, I really did want her to be able to relax and have
あ
fun.
りがとうございます、ご主人様。
Likewise, thanks for your help as always.
ご主人様にそう言ってもらえると MP がぐんぐん回復する気分です。
Yes, we gotta throw these gaming references in here. We haven't had one of those in a while.
お胸もドキドキしてますね。
Boom, bang, a bang. I might want to get that checked out. That's not how a heart sounds at all. That's good to
し
hear.
てみますか？
I don't want to see your heart. No, that doesn't sound very good.
びっくりするぐらい悩みましたね。
If you ask me something like that, of course I'm going to be embarrassed.
そういうものですか。
That is indeed how it is. If I tried to pull that on you, you'd get all tripped up too, wouldn't you?
私は絶対に屈しませんよ。
Is that you're setting yourself up for failure or what? Well, it'd work out for me all the same anyways. Dee, I love you. Why don't you leave the cooking up to everyone else and just take a rest? I want to just relax together with you. How about it?
そのお誘いは心がグラグラしちゃいますね。
It's really interesting. I feel like Dee kind of has to initiate things with Ray, and then Ray kind of follows up. He gets the message like, "Oh, we're flirting," you know. I should probably flirt back. It's a very interesting dynamic.
休まないとダメですか？
I really want to.
私はメイドさんのお仕事が楽しいのですが。
Still, when it comes to barbecue preparations, it's quite a bit different from your own work, isn't it? Besides, Miu's the one in the limelight here, so the most you'll be doing is just in form of help, right? I don't really want that kind of stuff. I don't really think that kind of stuff requires a maid.
それは盲点でした。
Ha, check and mate. Now Dee got no choice but to
ご主
rest.
人様のお世話はメイドの仕事ですよね。
I mean, I suppose,
ご
sure.
主人様はいつでもご主人様ですから。
Sure.
でしたら私もいつでもご主人様のメイドですよね。
Well, I suppose. Hey, too close, personal space. What do you mean, my guy? This is the woman you love. What do you mean personal space? Don't you want her up close? Don't you want her to be in your presence? Raised up my hands, trying to make sure I didn't accidentally touch her in a
と
weird
いう
way.
わけでご主人様の髪を拭いて差し上げますね。
No, I can do that myself.
遠慮は nothing ですよ。
It's not restraint, but her breast. She's so close. Her breasts are pressing against you right now. Oh no, it's the cliches. The cliches are coming back. Just embrace it, my guy. Just let it happen. You make it weird by thinking about it too much. Why does she have to be this aggressive? Well, whatever. I grip the towel more
ご主人
tightly.
様は私にお世話をされるのが嫌ですか？
It's not that I don't, but I'm happy and all, but you really ought to rest once in a
私は
while.
好きですから。
I'm sure it is. I ended up relaxing my grip on the towel without realizing. Dang, the towel was quickly yanked away and pushed into my
メイドさんの
face.
お仕事が好きなんです。
Is she killing us right now? She's just gonna put the towel over our face and just like, oh. He's like, I do this out of love for you, master. That's why I must kill you. So that's what she meant. It sure was misleading, or maybe she said that on purpose. But even I could tell how disappointed I was. I know you love it and all.
ですけど、
The towel that had been pushed against me was slowly drawn
私
away.
がメイドさんになったのはご主人様がいたからですよ。お嬢様のお世話をするのも楽しいです。ですけど、ご主人様のお世話はそれ以上に楽しいんです。ご主人様のメイドとしてそばにいたいですから。
Yeah, I just think that's some people's love language. You know, you have multiple different love languages. Some people it's physical touch, you know. And then there's the acts of service, right? I think that's probably what Dee Dee is. For a while, I froze up pondering what she might have meant by those
新しい
words.
タオルを持ってきますね。
Okay. Smiling at me, towel in hand, Dee Dee turned and went off. Oh, wait, Dee Dee! I called out for her too late out of bewilderment. I'd only want to confirm what she meant, but she was already well halfway to Makoto and the others. Even if I tried to follow, I wouldn't get to her before she got to them. And regardless, I didn't feel the desire to do so. Was she just teasing me? I doubt it. Surely there was even the slightest trace of affection mixed in, but before I could return those feelings, she was already run off. Now, it was a sign of her rejection, but perhaps maybe because she needed to put it off a little longer. I don't get it. I was exhausted but also thrilled at the same time. It was an unusual sort of emotion. Could even a totally innocent girl like Dee Dee make a man's heart flutter this way? Girls are so weird. That's true. Men are weird too, though. I mean, it goes both ways. We all have our weird moments. Our anomalies. Well, the main event for today had yet to begin. I'd already felt as though I had my fill of excitement. I felt exhausted, but also contented. Well, whatever. Just like I'd said, for now, it was probably a good idea to relax. It's interesting. We have these very, like, lighthearted, kind of funny moments. And then we have these really, like, kind of deeper moments here at the end where Dee Dee, like, shows how much she really cares for us. My body was being shaken gently. Well, I think we're going to end it here. I think this is a great place to stop. It's been over an hour now, and we still have... Are we still doing the barbecue? Like, we hadn't done the barbecue yet. There was so much that went before that. But, yeah, I don't think that was a bad episode. We got to see... I don't know, Makoto throw a human being 75 feet. That's pretty impressive. Got to see Dee Dee kind of open up to us more, and we got to see more flirting between her and Ray, which I like. I like that they're flirting. I wish they would just kind of acknowledge that it's flirting. I feel like they both kind of do it, but like they don't realize what exactly it is that they're doing. Like they don't understand that it's flirting. They kind of just see it as something else. But hopefully we'll get to see some more, I guess, flirting, if you want to call it that. Some more time between Dee Dee and Ray. Hopefully we get to see some more of that next episode. I think that was a good little segue into maybe a nice night, and then they get really close, you know, and we'll see where things go from there. I still feel like Dee Dee has some secret to her, I guess. Maybe she has some kind of condition. There's something going on there. They keep hinting at it, and they keep making reference to previous events and things like that. So there's got to be more to it. Anyways, guys, we'll end it here, and I shall see you in the next one.